Your name's Jay. First name is Kiana. Yes, this for you to get it. That that's a felony charge and a conspiracy.
Okay, when did you come complain?
You look on our information in the computer system.
I have options that know where when you
For you to see what you say. Tell me what you see.
Okay, do you mind if I place you on a brief hold while I look into something?
I don't like to be placed on blind holes. Can we not do a blind hole while you look into something?
I mean, I have to place you on a be able to assist you and do some research.
I've had to endure this years. I'd like it not to be blind. I just have some strange things going on in my life, and I believe that I've been forced to speak with scammers, and they put me on hold in malice to do nothing. So, typically, if you're requesting not to be placed on a blind hole, that can happen. I did customer service for an extended amount of time.
Okay, then you might hear a brief phone sound while I'm looking into something.
Okay, thank you.
Regarding of being denied by SNAP?
Yes, is that the one? Yes, SNAP.
Okay.
And I've done a complaint, and no one seems to be startled in my environments that people committed crimes to keep me away from benefits all over the place. Everywhere I turn, I'm not getting benefits, and it's been happening about 10 years. I have to sit at locations and watch other people get services that I can't get. It's traumatic. Even to the degree of where I was arrested for trying to catch the bus and use transit. Did you see the food stamps?
Yes, I am looking into it right now.
Okay. She's muted. The reason why I didn't want to place her on, they just put me on hold for no reason and just cover for crimes. I have been living a long time. You did not have to go through this nightmare until I did not have to go through this nightmare until I was targeted and started experiencing the strange things with my phone.
So I'm going to check into that.
We did.
Right now.
You had me on hold a long time to try to figure out what was going on with the food stamps and why they didn't follow policy. Didn't send me why I got locked out of the system, like it was a conspiracy and premeditated. How I got locked out of the system, online system, so there's no proof I applied. Why I didn't get a denial letter, and why, there's been felonies committed years, and people, I just assume they don't believe me that I can't get my mail. All kind of applications have been done, and I haven't received any mail. The only mail that I've received was a bill, and this has been a pattern at multiple different locations. So I do want to know about the complaint, and then you were asking about SNAP benefits, and our operators have covered for crimes. So I did express to you I did a SNAP application and did not get a denial letter, and I was trying to figure out what was going on with that and the complaint. And you had me on hold for an extended amount of time to get nowhere.
Okay, and did you reapply for SNAP recently?
I just don't understand what you were looking for all that time.
I'm looking into the complaint.
Okay, is there a particular reason why I can't know what happened with my benefits? Because they didn't give me a denial letter. And I got locked out of the
regarding
system, which
SNAP.
shows premeditation that they were going to scam to keep me from benefits. But it's happened years of multiple different systems and records missing in multiple different systems. So are you
I mean,
refusing
they
to
sent
tell
out a
me as
denial letter
211? Are you refusing to tell me why I didn't get a denial letter and why they didn't follow protocol?
on April 8th. They did give you a denial letter for SNAP saying you reached your maximum number of masks allowed.
That's not what I got. Why won't they give me paperwork? What was the maximum benefits allowed? I'm just not really being heard. They refused the denial letter and threatened the police. Some kind of way, multiple different environments threaten the police in the middle of committing crimes.
Okay.
I find it curious because I was in jail on false charges, and then I couldn't get money in my funds in my account. The same month, $1,000 of food stamps came up missing. My bank would not give me funds in my account, so I called the police on them, and the police department covered for it. So then I had $1,000 worth of food stamps that was stolen from me. Then after each time I'm in a crisis, I'm getting denied food stamps. And then there were blatant lies in the system that didn't happen, and I couldn't report it to anyone, that Health and Human Services and Texas Workforce were scheming to keep me from benefits. But our other locations does it too. They're not alone in doing this. So I just, don't know what to do because people are racking up felonies and haven't had accountability. Locking me out of systems, all kind of paperwork and all kind of records missing all over the place online and in person, and I just was trapped in it.
Well, I do know that if you don't have dependents on the case, you can only receive a certain amount of benefits if you don't have a job.
But it used to be that if you had an option of working the 20 hours or doing a job search. And I've tried to do job searches in multiple different kind of scenarios with different programs, and it's all been denied. So the Texas Workforce is denying it and won't call me back. The job search program I'm trying to do, they're not treating me like other parties, and this has happened to all kind of other different avenues for job searches. But I'm wondering why I was denied.
Complaint, but I don't make the decisions on the case.
I just was curious on they told me to call 211. You can either do the 20 hours working or either participate in job search program. Why are they excluding me from the job search program? I want to be a part of it, but they won't call me back.
Okay, so I can offer you a complaint. That's all I can offer because unfortunately I don't go in and make decisions on people's cases.
So I've already done a complaint. Do you flag where there's misconduct and people committing crimes to accounts?
All we do is do complaints, and then HSSC looks over.
I've done them for almost 10 years that crimes were being committed. And typically when someone steals food stamps, they go to jail. The government typically, if it's not me, don't play around with people stealing food stamps unless it's me. And then the police department comes and gives you a criminal trespass in a case for reporting the theft of your benefits.
Would you like to rather talk to a supervisor?
You did say that you were checking into the complaint. I've had to endure this years. It's really mysterious. It seems like the people I'm talking to are actually trying to conceal crimes.
The complaint that I just looked over was still processing. That's what I'm saying. I can offer you another complaint, or I can get you a higher up to a supervisor to see if they can do anything different.
How long does it take for the complaint to process?
Usually up to 10 days, depending.
Wasn't it more than 10 days? When did I do the complaint?
From my end, it shows. Let me pull it back up.
What is the date, ma'am?
April 7th.
I thought it's been over there, but I could be mistaken. Okay, so why didn't I get a denial letter, and why did they refuse any documentation of what they were stating? And why am I being excluded from the job search program? You either work 20 hours or participate in the job search program. Those are options.
So all I can see on my end is that they sent a denial letter reaching the maximum.
But you're supposed
months.
to be
As
educated,
far as
ma'am.
why they're
You're
not
supposed to
letting
be
you
educated on the
do,
processes and the different options. You either work 20 hours, at least 20 hours a week, or you participate in the job search. You're supposed to be familiar with the process and your options. Why would they exclude me from working, participating in the job search? And then when I have a job, still exclude me. But all the locations I go to are doing the same thing. Like I said, to the reason why I'm emphasizing this and escalating it, because they even doing it when I'm trying to use transit. That's how extreme the violation of my rights are. And I have evidence of
yes, I
that of being
understand
arrested for
that.
trying to use transit.
Yes,
It shows that
since I
someone
am
has
not
a
actually
problem that is
HSSC,
really. I'm sorry, go ahead, ma'am.
I said since I am not HSSC, I can't go in and tell you why that they are not allowing you to do the work thing. I can offer a complaint, or I can get you to a supervisor.
I've already
and they might
done
have
one, which
access
they haven't responded, and
more
I've been doing them for years. That they're crooked. But what happened to the mail? Can I get the mail? I don't know if these places are withholding mail or what kind of crime is being committed, but withholding mail is a felony, and repeatedly I'm not heard. I haven't received any mail from you guys, and typically when you do an application, that you send out mail that they've received the application, and I never receive it. But they're committing crimes to make sure I don't get benefits and don't want me to have a paper trail.
Well, that would have to do with the mail people. When we send out our mail, we don't
When did you
have
send it,
access
Mel?
with
When
them
did you send the
delivering
mail,
it.
ma'am?
Say that again?
When did you send out the mail?
They sent it out April 8th.
So they sent me mail April 8th?
Yes.
Okay, I know people lie, and I don't know what end to believe. I don't know if the shelter's withholding the mail or if where the felony, what hands the felony goes to. But I didn't get it. All I got was a bill. And I haven't got any other mail, but other places have racked up felonies with mail, and I haven't been able to report it. I would apply for benefits. All these locations are denied on my own and never get one stitch of mail in all my environments. And I don't understand how people haven't got these felonies. Okay, ma'am. So you don't know why they're excluding me from the job search program that is supposed to be offered. And I don't know why Texas Workforce won't call me back, as well as any other job search program I tried to participate in.
No, I don't have access to all that information. I mean, I could offer a complaint so they can look into it and give you
But
an
we
update,
already
or
have
I
an
can
active
get you to a
complaint that had no
supervisor.
response has been made on it, as well as complaints I've done all over the place in all other kind of different avenues. Not only complaints here, but complaints all over the place, and I've had no response for almost 10 years. I want to do a
Would you like to
complaint
talk
here on
about
why
the
they are
higher up?
refusing to do the police reports and why I have to sit in environments that aren't following policy and protocol. Why won't she get the police reports like she's supposed to? Why is she making me sit in that? Why they won't give me services they give other women? Why do I have to keep experiencing this all over the place? Okay, ma'am. So when do I need to call back and see what happened with the complaint? I think it's fruitless to do a complaint, and there's always already an active complaint. I just wanted to know why people were committing crimes to keep me from benefits all over the place, to the
I
degree of
would give
stealing
it
them.
4 days because you did submit it on the 7th. Let me see, which was last Monday. And today's the 9th, so tomorrow would be the 10th day.
Yeah, maybe I'll get it now since I reported. They normally fix things to not get charges. But typically, if
I
I
would
don't make a
definitely do.
fuss, I never get the paper trail or the mail and documentation.
Yeah, I mean, if you usually they would call or send something out to you regarding the complaint.
They are supposed to send me something regarding complaints.
They could email you a copy.
I've never
Or
received
they
any multiple different avenues. I've never seen an email. I've tried to, ombudsman. I tried to report the stolen benefits, and had my arrest threatened and cases put on me for trying to report it. But I've never received anything in the mail, and I don't know where that felon who hands that felony lies that charge. I don't know if these locations are withholding it all the time, or if the Health and Human Services and other conspirators aren't sending me the mail. But that is a felony charge that people have yet to get. Okay, ma'am. So, you said that tomorrow would be the 10th day, and they were supposed to send me something with the
Yes.
complaint. They
If
won't
you
do
don't
it
hear
for the
anything back by
FBI
tomorrow,
either.
I would
I've
call
done
back.
complaints with the FBI, and they hang up in my face.
Can you
So,
say that again?
can you make sure that I get some documentation regarding the complaint? Because I've never received one
Yes,
in
I
almost
did
10
know all
years.
that.
I'm sorry?
I did know all that.
I like the documentation that wasn't sent out to me and the denial letter that I never got. That I was there in person and they denied it and threatened the police.
Yes, I will note that to let them know that you are running documentation.
Okay, and what was your employee ID
507317.
and your name?
Jada.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I hope I've answered your questions, and thank you for calling HSSC. Goodbye, and you have a wonderful day.